Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is AfterBuzz TV for the United States of Tara. Tonight's host is DJ Jesse Janedy. Joining Jesse will be AfterBuzz co-hosts Erin Rosa and David Schifilliti. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest United States of Tara news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, DJ Jesse Janedy.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? We're here tonight for United States of Terror.
That's right.
Holla. I'm here with my gang, my crew, my homies.
That's right.
That's right.
Rolling deep.
We're real gangsta tonight.
Emphasis on the hoe. I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Which we won't talk about our little discussion before United States. But all right, so very interesting episode tonight.
Yes.
I like this season because, I mean, with every season we get, we learn so much more about Tara. But this season, they're really getting to the root of the problem, which kind of scares me because kind of worried that once Tara's fixed, what else is there to the show?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
you mean once there are no more alters?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I do still care about the other characters. But
I don't know if it'll be fixed this season.
I don't know if you can get rid of your alters, though.
Well,
We're going to
once
pretend we can.
Once she realizes what... well, maybe there'll be another problem. But we'll talk about that in predictions. Let's talk about some of the characters who we love.
Yes.
Like Little Miss Kate.
Aww. Little flight attendant.
She, yes,
Hussy.
trying to join the Mile High Club tonight.
Explain why she's a hussy,
Yeah.
David.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
You're the
someone
one
else was
that
gonna do it.
called it out.
David, this is on
Oh,
you.
well, you know, she's got her job as a flight attendant. She's, you know, a jet setter between Tulsa and Kansas. So glamorous, the life of a flight attendant. And she asks if anybody can do her a favor, she will give them the last bottle of booze. And she gives it to this guy. And he brings her back
A little Pez dispenser.
dispenser from
I don't
like a
even
fast
know
food
where.
chain or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't catch all.
I didn't catch any of that. But she then sort of like gets a little crush on him. She doesn't understand why he doesn't want her because she's still cute and young and, more importantly, blonde.
Yeah, they're very flirty together. They
Very
have some
flirty. They have
some
like a
cute
little cute moment by the bathroom.
You almost think for a moment that she might join the Mile High Club.
Yeah.
I felt she...
I felt like she was going to go in there with him.
Well, because of her past internet exploration.
She doesn't feel sexy.
Let's not bring the past. Yeah, that was weird. Like,
Yeah.
She's like, what did she say? I'm 3 years too old or something like that.
She just feels like she may have lost something.
Yeah.
Now she feels like she's old, day old bread.
Which it's like...
Day old Brad.
You
Day
have,
old bread.
you have
Sour
this
milk.
new job. You should be feeling high. You should be feeling great about yourself. Like, you're not doing internet porn. You're not living with your parents. You're flying. You're traveling. You should be feeling great.
Yeah.
You have power up in
You
the
have
air.
power. You get to go to Tulsa like
Yes.
twice a day. I mean, come on.
But this guy totally blows her off. Her mom, at her mom's suggestion, she decides to ask him out.
Which that was such a great scene between her and her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad, they,
Tara being a good mom.
yes. told her, sometimes you just got to get in there and ride the horse.
Yeah.
Ride the horse and
Literally
and
ride the
questions.
Ride that horse.
But when she does, the guy
Totally shoots her down.
shuts her down and doesn't give an explanation as to why.
And there will be one. I'm hoping.
He killed the horse. He didn't.
He killed the horse. There's no horse to
There was
ride.
no riding anything. She was like, well, hey, let's go get some, fried chicken at a sushi spot. He's like, I can't today. Well, how about another day? Shut her down again.
Just can't, Kate.
Just can't, Kate. What are you thinking with that? What do you?
I feel
Either
like he
he's
must be seeing
married or
someone,
gay.
yeah.
I thought it was gay. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he was probably really sweet to her because he
Yeah.
thought she was cute or something.
And he wanted the liquor. I mean, come on.
Because if he was straight, it's like really got her a Pez dispenser. That's worse than cheating. That is cheating. That's like that's like
She wanted the Pez dispenser.
sentimental thought right there. Like you're going a little deep with that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So Kate gave us a little flight attendant.
And in that kitchen scene too, we saw Marshall doing
Yes.
some more recording.
Mm-hmm.
Now Marshall, we were kind of worried about where this video that Marshall and Noah are
Working on.
And I gotta say, after tonight's episode, I think it's gonna go in a good place.
I know. I thought it was going to be dark. I think we all predicted that
Yeah,
last week.
I
That
think we
something
all thought it
awful
was
was
gonna be
going to
awful.
happen.
But it looks like he turned it into. He was saying towards the end of the episode that it's not like about an insane house. It's a love story,
Right.
Yeah. The video he's making is a love story of his parents, which is great.
which is very sweet. I mean, you get to see him encounter a different view of his vision of what he thought his parents were
yeah.
and what they actually are,
Yeah.
which is in love. And they do love each other.
And that that also was a great part of the show to show us, because I mean, as far as with Max, we've always been kind of worried, like, where's his head at with Tara, and with this episode we have Marshall, and he's really digging deep. He's going through the videotapes. He saw the two of them, which Tara was pregnant, drinking beer on his lap.
And you do find out that Max got Tara pregnant at a young age, and he stuck around even though he didn't have to.
Yeah. And he says, because I loved her.
Because I loved her, and
I
I love her.
Oh.
Which it's funny how they do the play with the words, and he throws it out there. I loved her, and they thought about it and said, I love her.
Yeah.
Right.
So, on that note, we also saw a return of something else from the past, which was the mom, Tara's mom, and Charmaine's mom.
Yes.
Which was very exciting.
Very exciting. And when the mother came in,
Yeah.
Tara switched into...
She became tea.
She switched to tea and then
Right
calls
away.
she calls her a bitch. Or
She's
what
like,
did she
what
say?
are you looking at, ugly bitch? Or something like
Or
that.
you got old, bitch.
Yeah, you got old,
Or you looking
bitch.
old, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what she says. It's kind
That
of
was
genius.
amazing.
Kind of genius.
Yeah. And then, and the reason why the mom came was because Neil asked her to come.
Because they need money.
Right. So he thought that they could get money out of the mother.
Because
who
she's
is
rich.
Usually rich, but then it comes out that actually she's pretty broke now.
Because the father is not doing well and she's had to put him in a home and it's expensive.
Right. So
and she sort of takes advantage of the fact of their vulnerability.
yeah, because the mom wants to see the grandbaby. She
Right.
says. So I guess the problem is in that too, though, is that Tara doesn't want to see the mother at all. And anytime the mom comes around, she switches to another personality, and she also switches to Alice.
Mm-hmm.
at
Which
one
I felt
point.
that was the most interesting.
That was
The
fun
most
when Alice
effective,
came
I
out.
think, yeah. 'Cause
Alice was crazy.
She was, and she pulled out her claws.
The scariest type of woman is like the scary, calm woman
Yes.
who, when they talk, and you know that they're brimming with anger and hatred, but they're totally calm about
You're
it.
just waiting for them to explode on you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's almost scarier than when they yell.
Well, and Alice could be scarier than Buck in the sense of she'll kill you,
Yeah.
clean it up, and no one will ever know.
And no one will
Yeah.
ever know. And
Buck-
she'll do it smiling the whole
Right.
time.
And Buck might do something,
Super
kill you,
creepy.
but he's gonna slip up somewhere, and
He'll probably just leave the body there.
Right. Alice is gonna make sure we're gonna do this proper now. So everyone, please take a seat, and we're all gonna watch it.
We're all going to watch. They're
Yeah.
all going to laugh at you.
No,
She kind of reminds me of the mom from Carrie, Alice.
I
Ooh.
totally.
Yeah.
They're going to see our dirty pillows, Carrie. Sorry. That's a line.
That's awesome. I know.
Hello.
I know.
So yeah, as far as the mother, what did you guys think of the mother this episode? Normally we get this one side of her.
Well, we know based off of the characters' reactions that she's not a loving woman. But in this episode, we do see her kind of being a little bit cold, but she doesn't seem as bad.
She seems a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, I think because the husband is sick, you know.
It's affecting her a little bit more, and her relationship is strained with him, and she can't take care of him on her own anymore, and so, you know, she's got to do what she's got to do, but it's at the cost of her well-being. And
she makes it very clear that she wants to apologize to Tara and say something to Tara, which Tara does allow her to do.
Eventually.
Which that was one of the most interesting parts of it, is how her mother came into the situation and how she usually she has negativity towards Tara, and Charmaine's the favorite. And in this episode, she was a bitch to Charmaine.
Because Charmaine's been keeping her grandchild away from her.
Yeah.
Well, with
her
reason.
grandbaby.
With reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they found out that, you know, they were sent to foster care as children, and, you know, the mother never spoke about it. And also never spoke about whatever the other son was doing to Tara. We still don't know that.
Yeah. But go on.
I actually want to really quickly rewind back to Marshall.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Marshall's going through all these tapes, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know we were talking about where they could take this season. I think that this video, there has to be something more than this video other than keeping us
in Marshall's world.
In Marshall's world, but also just like saying everything between Tara and Max is just happy. They can't just tell us the story of Tara and Max between this video.
Well, it seems like this is also not just a video, it's also like a relationship that he's having with Noah, and it's a way for him to bond with his boyfriend.
Right.
And we're sort of seeing like...
I think it might be a little early to call him his boyfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's a boy and he's his friend.
Yeah.
They made out.
That's his, like, lover.
His lover.
They call him lover now.
Okay.
Until
No,
they
don't say
acknowledge-
boyfriend. Call him lover.
Call him lover until they acknowledge that they're
does
boyfriend.
that word make anyone else uncomfortable? Whenever I say
What?
lover, it's
Why?
always like, I don't know. It's just such a silly word.
It's
I
an
feel like the
amazing
word
word.
lover is way more serious than boyfriend.
No, lover is very fleeting.
Hello, lover.
Hello, lover.
lover.
You have to say it like that. Yeah,
You do, and that's the fun part.
true. So Marshall's lover.
Well, how about them
Noah.
ripping on Lionel tonight?
Oh yeah, they were making fun of Lionel again. Poor Lionel.
I'm gonna say it, poor Lionel, because I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just say
Put it out there.
I'm
Just
saying
put it out there, guy.
But like, really, Lionel wasn't that bad. He was a whore. Let's not get it twisted. But I mean,
And he had attitude.
he had attitude,
Yeah.
but he never did anything really wrong to Marshall.
No,
No.
I think Marshall grew out of him. Grew tired of him.
And that's fine. Grow out, grow tired.
Grew
but,
tired of his lover.
I mean, really.
No, that was his boyfriend.
Oh God.
Get your definitions
Here
right.
we
Right?
go.
Okay.
Here we go.
And it's like, I don't know. What do you guys think as far as the dynamics between Marshall and Lionel versus Marshall and Noah?
I like him with Noah better. Only because I think they're more equal
Yeah.
as far as like their intellect and how they view the world.
Yeah, I think I said
I
the same
think
thing last week
that,
too. Is that
yeah.
like Lionel felt like the blonde bimbo.
And his personality's a little stronger than Marshall's, I think, and so he sort of took control
Yeah.
of their relationship, I believe. And with Noah, it's more of a relationship of equals,
A fitty-fitty?
yeah, if you will.
Aight, so it's a fitty-fitty. So now let's go back to the whole Mama D situation.
Mommy. Well, I mean, one thing about the mom situation that we haven't talked about is Dr. Hatteras and his insistence that Tara confront the mother as Tara.
I love what they're doing with Dr. Hatteras. This is exactly where I wanted them to go with him. I was kind of nervous because I felt like he was going to come in and just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
And he sort of is. He's rustling the papers and making her
Face things.
face her problems head on as herself, as opposed to letting her alters do all the work for her.
But in a positive way.
In a positive way, yes.
And that's what I like. I thought he was going to come in and be this negative character that was going to try and like sabotage her. And, you know, I liked how they told the story today. I liked how the episode followed. You know, it was like all of a sudden, you know, we're in the middle of like a conversation. But yeah, we're in a conversation between her and her mother, and then all of a sudden it's answered with a session, or it's answered with the movie that Marshall and Noah were making.
Yeah,
they bounce back and forth between the two of them, which is interesting because we're riding two roads right now, and
and there's two stories being told about the same woman.
Right. So
So interesting.
It's funny because the first episode we ever did here at AfterBuzz, Erin and I sat and we talked about what we felt multiple personality disorder, and you know how we
DID.
If it was real.
Yes. And I kind of feel like Dr. Hatteras. I feel like we're on Team Hatteras after.
I like Hatteras.
I mean, I like him, but I feel like he still doesn't believe that she's plagued with her disorder.
Yeah.
I feel like he thinks that it's just.
He feels like he can cure it. It sounds like, because he, you know, feels that she is just using the multiples as a way of not facing things.
As a crutch.
Right, as a crutch. As a crutch.
As a crutch.
Or excuses again.
Excuses. But, you know, I feel like he thinks he can cure it with her just being like, oh, yeah, I don't have DID.
Yeah, I think he still does have that sort of naivete about the disease and about, or the disorder, I should say. Disorder.
Disorder.
But I do like that he's making her like actually talk to her husband as Tara and like actually go back and talk to her mother as Tara rather than relying on Alice or T or Buck to do it.
And now look how easy it is for her to do this.
Yeah.
So
right. But that's the contract that she made. She told him that it's working, that the contract is allowing her to do things that she normally hasn't ever been able to do.
Well, now, even with this contract, you know, it's funny. At the end of the episode, she goes and talks to her mother and wakes her up out of her sleep as Buck, which would be wicked creepy. But, you know, she says, I'll make a deal with you. Anytime you have something to say, because the mother apologized, which was a big ups for the mother.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted more out of that. I was kind of upset with how they just allowed them to get along that easily.
It's hard for a mother to apologize for the past, and
it is,
because that's your mom.
As an audience member, I feel we deserve more of an explanation.
I feel like the mom will be in more episodes.
I think so too.
Well, I think.
Do you think it's over?
No, I think she'll be in more episodes. I just don't care for her character, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I think because you're familiar with the series and you've seen like what an awful mother she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only
you don't want to see Tara hurt.
I don't want to see Tara hurt, but right now, everything is the way the United States of Terror works. Tara finds a safety point.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, she's in her safety point. She feels everything's good and life is great, and everything is revolving around her. Right now, she has a good relationship with her mother, who has a strong effect on her. Right now, she has a great relationship with her teacher, which is I believe will have a huge effect on her once he starts digging too deep.
Yeah.
Marshall and Noah, creating this story, filming her, and getting her actual emotions and actions on tape, also really connected to her. I kind of feel something is going to be... I feel like they're going to find something on those videotapes that they're going to dig. I feel like everyone's going to dig.
You love those videotapes.
I just think everyone's
right.
about to dig a little too deep.
I think you're
and
right.
Find out things they don't want to find out.
Yes.
Can I ask you guys a question too? You know,
No.
no. Max's mother came in a few episodes ago, and I thought she was going to come back. She hasn't. Now Tara's mother is here. Do you think they're going to somehow intersect?
That'd be really interesting, just to see her mother's reaction to his mother. She would probably think just think it was a whole whack job.
Yeah, because Max's mother has her own whole hoarding situation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not writing the show, but
You're not writing the show, and you're confusing everybody.
No, I'm not. You guys know what I'm talking about.
I absolutely understand what you're saying.
I think it would be interesting.
It would.
Would be.
And I think that we're saying all this stuff, and it almost sounds like we're making predictions, but, it gets to the point of, like, this episode has led us to the road of, for us to just sit and think, like, what is about to happen? What is going on?
Yeah, because they keep bringing in these characters. I'm waiting.
All these characters are here. Everybody's happy, even the end of the episode, it was a sappy, like, oh, they're making out. Tara and Max are making out.
Yeah.
And Marshall and Noah are making out. And the only person who's not happy is Kate.
I think she's happy. Not like...
Well, do we see her at the end of the episode?
No, we just saw her being upset as he walked away.
Well, who we did see at the end of the episode was Dr. Hatteras. Sort of at his computer typing like a maniac.
Yes.
He was listening to the session and, like, jotting down his notes, if you will.
Yeah, and he focuses in on the thing that Tara says at the end of the session, which is, you won't win.
You will not win.
You will not
Whose
win.
voice was that?
It's funny, yeah, because it wasn't Tara. It had to be one of her alters,
But
right?
what altar? I think someone's going to dig so deep that it's going to bring up another
A
altar.
new altar?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I think she is going to start having control over the altars, but she's going to have
And
to
then
start...
a new one is going to come out? That would be crazy.
It's interesting because the way Dr. Hatteras is saying it is, if you can remember, Erin, back when we spoke about this, but I said I feel like some people, they create these altars because they just don't understand, or they don't feel it's right to think, when I'm mad, I always act this way. And rather than saying that's me acting this way, they have to create a character to protect them as an excuse to not be at fault for anything they do.
Yeah.
And, that's exactly what Hatteras is going around saying. And he keeps pointing it out to her, and it's almost obvious. And I wish Max would come and sit in on some of these.
Maybe they will. Maybe there's family therapy in the future. Ooh. Group therapy.
But yeah, I mean,
I know it was a crazy episode.
It was a crazy episode.
it was so much in
a
30
lot
minutes.
happened. Yeah.
And I my brain's almost
It's hard to
tired.
process.
It really is. Like, there was so much
Everything
that
that
happened in that
happened.
episode and it was so detail oriented. This episode. I mean, Neil's gonna leave now.
Oh, right. He's heading off for work.
He's getting a job finally.
Yeah.
You know what I also thought was interesting in the beginning of the episode when Tara was talking to Hatteras, she was saying that everything is fine, and he asked her, "What, you don't want to be better than just fine?" And she
Yes.
seems to be content with being middle of the road for once,
Yeah.
Well,
which I think is good for her. Being,
middle of the road.
average.
But what is her average is not.
Her average is definitely not
Well,
like
she
anyone
seems to
else's
have
average.
Kind
but
of like deluded herself into thinking that because she has control over the altars, now it's okay.
But she doesn't understand the control.
Exactly.
And that's where
Right.
the issue falls.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's trying to get her to see is how she can gain this control.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't hate to bring it up, but hilarious moment for me and David. Dr. Hatteras is placing mouse traps all around
Oh, God.
the office. And now, if you guys are a fan of the three,
Why are you doing
he
this
also
to
was
me?
not wearing shoes the entire
Yes.
session. He was shoeless, which bothered me so much. That bothered me.
It bothered me too. I personally don't like feet.
Me
they,
neither.
They irk me.
As me as well, and I don't feel like I should like have to sit there with my doctor with his shoes
No,
off.
that would be an issue for everybody up in that room.
It was a
Right?
disgusting room.
It's not. It was a clean room. There just happens
There's
to be
not-
a
it's
rat.
not clean.
You have rats. That was
a
not
rat.
a mouse.
It wasn't a mouse. It was definitely a rat.
I hate. Okay, so we went over this for Nurse Jackie, and I cannot believe that this is another show that is using a dead rat.
2 weeks in a row.
As soon as he started putting out rat traps, I was like, please God, no. Please no. I'm so deathly afraid of
The
rats.
best thing is that he's putting down mouse traps, because they were mouse traps, not even rat
And he
traps.
catches a rat.
Catches a rat.
I thought it was going to be
So
something
funny.
symbolic. Like, I
Cannot
thought he was
believe it.
putting the traps down for something symbolic to
Well,
talk
maybe
to Tara
because
about.
it's like she's a liar and, he thinks that she's a liar.
And he's trying to catch her.
Yeah,
in
maybe
her
it's like
lies with the
she
mouse
thinks
traps.
He thinks she's a rat.
I think you're digging too deep.
I think you're going to cause another altar.
Another altar to come out.
Yes.
I believe that.
I feel like it was just business for him to do.
But I mean,
you know.
there's a time and place to take your shoes off and to be killing rats.
Yeah.
Not during
Can
my
you imagine
session.
if it wasn't dead though, and it was just walking around, waddling around the goddamn office
In the
It's
college, there was
disgusting.
like a rat problem at the college.
Ugh. God.
What did you guys think of Max's episode?
I kind of liked that they were showing a little bit more of them being affectionate.
Yeah, and they were like
did too.
flirty and like
oh yeah,
lovey.
they're having fun this
They're
episode.
having a lot of fun together. But he does tell her that he wants
Just her.
Tara.
Yeah.
That eventually he just wants to be with Tara.
Because he realized that the other day when they were fucking, that it was not Tara, it was T.
It was
and
T.
he knew.
And he knew that
because
it was T because she asked him to spit in her ear
His
when she
ear.
came. Wait, no.
She
He
wanted to
can't spit in his own ear.
Wait. He wanted her to spit in her ear.
No, reverse. T wanted him to spit
Someone's
in her ear.
ear got spit
Someone's
in.
ear got spitted and it's disgusting.
There must be a fetish for that. Spitting in your ear when you come. I don't know.
Wait a minute. You know what? I'm gonna say something.
You'll have to try it and then let us know.
Jesse's like,
Erin.
actually, let me.
Little scientific fact. No, I used to work in New York, and
Where did you work in New York?
Madame Tussauds Wax
Okay.
Museum. And
Where are you going with this?
I know.
one of the fellow hosts who will remain very nameless, randomly one day told me that he enjoyed when
When someone spat in his ear?
in his eye.
In his
What?
eye?
What?
Who is this? That is so weird.
We've got to find out.
And
We're just gonna go around spitting in people's eyes
Until
and
they
see who
like
gets
it.
excited.
It goes beyond that, but
Why would he tell you that?
That's the strangest
Why would
thing
you
I've
tell
ever heard.
anyone?
Right?
I mean, back then, we were all working doubles from like 9 in the morning till 1
You just
at
went
midnight.
delirious.
Oh,
and-
so you
No,
just
so
had
I mean,
nothing else to talk about.
Nothing else to talk about. I knew these people better than I knew my family.
Right.
They basically were my families, and the things that. And New Yorkers are much more. They talk about anything. They're very upfront with. Oh yeah, I was fucking my bitch last night. Like, whoa, I just met you.
My
What was your name again?
ears.
But for the most part, yeah. So he enjoyed that, and also other liquids in his eyes. We won't.
I don't want to
What?
know about that. I don't know about that.
We won't speak about that. But yeah, so
This guy's gonna kill you.
I know.
I'm sure he's not listening to that. It's
Let's hope he is.
I hope he is. I hope he
I hope
calls,
he calls
in.
in. Yeah.
Gets angry at you.
424-256-1729. If anyone has any,
Thoughts about eye
Or anything
spitting.
that they like to get spit on
it doesn't no.
during sex,
That's like
please
the
call
United States
in.
of Terror. Please give us a buzz.
Yeah.
I see we have a lot of viewers tonight, so please call us.
Call us. Give
Tell
us
us
a call.
about getting spit on. I want to hear.
We want to hear
personal
your spit stories.
We should just start a love line.
We should.
Where we just listen to people and what they do.
What they like during
Fuck
sex.
Showtime.
Fuck show. Jesse, David, and Erin.
After fuck talk. We'll start our own show.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay.
It's not too strange.
Can you guys decipher for me the whole conversation? I can't even think
I
straight.
know.
I don't know if it's the heat in this booth because this damn machine is burning up right now.
Oh.
Can you guys please decipher for me the conversation with Tara and Max when they were eating ribs and they're savage like eating these ribs, and he's really unhappy with his job. But do we think he's unhappy with the job he's doing or his new job, or do we think he enjoys the landscaping and he was legitimately upset about what they were doing to the product?
I think he likes the landscaping, but he doesn't like the fact that the company calls itself a green company when he says that they like poison the flowers and they're spraying the long green to make it look like they're doing a better job. And Tara tells him while she's eating her ribs, let me just enjoy the things that I like. And she says,
just a job.
It's just a job. She says, we hate our jobs. It is what it is. And let our children be happy with their lives. We work to survive and let them work to be happy.
And Max's reaction is oh, so I should just give up because we're old, you know? But I do think that he likes doing landscaping but doesn't like their practices. I just feel badly for him.
I mean,
I do
maybe
too.
he'll wise up and he'll start his own landscaping company.
I believe he had one, didn't he?
He did, and he had to sell it.
He had to sell it.
Well, maybe he should start another one.
Neil was a big part of that company, and it's kind of crazy. All he gave him was $500 at the end of that deal.
Yeah. And I mean, the reason why he sold the company was so that Tara could go to college.
Right.
So it's, you know, in a way, Tara's
Which she
happy.
dropped out of.
No,
Right.
she's still in college.
No, she's finishing one class. She's taking one class, and she's doing
She's
these
slowing
lessons.
down, yeah.
So, and then, okay, so going into that, between the dynamic between the two of them, Tara always gets upset whenever Max, you know, brushes her alters off or brushes, you know, a negative situation that happens with her. You know, she holds it to this high standard. And I don't think she does the same for Max. You know, with this episode, she kind of just brushed him off rather than really sitting there and caring about what he was actually saying. It was about her, which it's always about her.
Yes.
And how much of a strain can that take on somebody?
Well, I think in the past episodes, like, especially in the past few weeks, we've thought that Max was going to completely snap and leave Tara. But this episode showed that he really does love her.
He cares for
and
her.
is tender with her, and they have fun together.
But also, I feel like this episode, it was a lot more of Tara than it was her alters. Like, she was around a lot more.
Yes.
And she was more aware of what was going on. And even when she was within her sessions with Hatteras, she was aware of what the alters had done, which is not normal of like a DID, someone who's affected by DID.
Yeah.
Usually they black out completely and they don't remember what their alters did. But she actually is aware that they've come and they've gone, and she knows what they did and what they said. And
Yeah. I think this is probably the happiest we've seen Max in a long time.
yeah.
Really shocking because the past couple episodes, you know, like we said, we thought he was about to blow.
Yeah.
A little Kesha for you guys.
James Vanderbeek is in that
why
music
my
video.
ears were
Okay,
burning?
little pause for this. Really, James Vanderbeek and really Kesha for creating that music.
Although
video.
it's kind of amazing when you watch it.
If you're on ecstasy
Which we
Which we
always
are.
or drinking a whole box of wine,
Well,
just
same
did.
thing. Which we just did.
so we need to wrap this up really quickly because we have to watch Kesha. But I mean, that was the.
No, seriously, let's watch Kesha.
No, we're really going to.
Oh.
So, I mean, for the most part, that was our episode.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to talk about predictions because I have more to say about predictions than I
Good.
do about the damn episode.
No.
Fucking
Than
good.
the damn episode.
Bang.
God damn.
As we watch Dancing with the Stars.
I know,
It's
I'm,
on
like,
in the background.
Mesmerized Mark Ballas and Chelsea Kane.
Would you guys pull it together?
I know. Okay, yeah. So who, me or
Oh,
them?
will Chelsea pull it together? Because Mark Bells is dancing circles around this bitch.
Right?
But anyways, we'll be back
Anyway.
after these complete messages.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
So, we're back. And you know, it's funny because we promised you guys a special segment
Last week.
last week,
That's right.
which we're not going to give you this week. We're
No.
going to give you next
We
week.
are such teasers.
We are
We are
such
teasers.
teasers, or we're procrastinators. One of the two.
No, we're teasers,
Teasers,
because next
teasers.
week we're actually going to be moving United States of Terror to an earlier time.
We are.
We're going to replace United States of Terror with Nurse Jackie, so you guys can catch us at 6:30, and we will be a video next week.
Watch out.
Watch out now.
You're going to have a face to put with the voice. Can you handle it?
Can you handle that?
Here's my thing about the special segment.
Yes.
I kind of feel like we don't even need to bring our altars out, because I think when I'm in a room with the two of you, our altars just automatically come out.
That's because we're crazy.
I thought of a name for my altar, so I'm ready to debut it. That's all I'm saying.
Would you like to debut it right now?
No.
Shy
No,
guy.
don't do
Shy
it.
guy.
No, I gotta save it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I see dead people. All right. So, predictions. What do you guys got?
Predicciones.
What do you think? What do you think?
For
guys?
what?
All right.
For prediction.
Let's go down the
Oh,
characters.
okay.
Marshall and
So,
Noah. What do we think's happening with this video and their relationship?
I do think that you're right about the video, that something has to come out that's like lascivious or dark or something.
I mean, with the previews we saw, again. All right. So when they watched the video tonight, we saw that he asked his father, about the whole pregnancy thing, and that Tara was drinking. So maybe something will come out of that. But then also next week, he asked about the second pregnancy.
Right. He says that he knew after the first pregnancy that she was, and
Yet they decided to have
and yet they
another one.
decided to have another one.
What do we feel? Which
Well,
was kind of
it's-
soon.
Well, yeah, but I feel like when
Maybe an abortion happened.
maybe,
And that's why Alice has such issues with children.
Oh my
Maybe.
God.
maybe
You just blew my mind,
You
guy.
just blew it out of the water, man.
Out of the freaking water. You blew it out the fish tank.
Right.
Right? Yeah, so any thoughts? What are you guys thinking?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, I think Marshall and Noah will still be together. I don't think there's going to be drama
They're
with them.
definitely
But
gonna stay together.
I think
and
Noah's
be
going to give
happy.
us something.
Well, I still don't fully trust Noah.
Yeah, there's something about him.
There's something like a
Noah
little
might try to find
dubious.
something that's juicy.
or create something.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Create something out of nothing.
Out of nothing.
Well, let me ask you this: when it comes down to let's bring Lionel back. As we knew Lionel was a hoochie mama, hoochie bang bang.
Hurrah, hurrah, hoochie mama.
But do we kind of feel that we gained trust in Lionel earlier than we have with Noah? Because, I mean, I never felt like Lionel was going to do something shady.
Right, I
to
never
Noah.
felt like he had bad intentions. I just
Right.
felt like he was just, like
Something about Noah's
loosey-goosey.
face.
he was a Heather.
Noah's face is like, I don't trust him.
What are you talking about? He's got a very sweet, like tender.
No, he's got like a
demeanor
Children of the
about
Corn
himself.
face.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I'm with you on that.
Children of the Corn.
See?
Like a children who live under the stairs, the people that live under the stairs.
Although
What?
the funniest
No.
thing, I wish you guys, viewers, could see us right now. I'm in the booth hosting, and I'm looking at Erin and David in the dark. After us, it looks like
It's
a cave.
So steamy in here.
We requested that the
Dark.
lights remain off.
Yes.
Sexy.
Wait, who made the comment tonight
About what?
about the wet?
Oh my God.
Kate did.
It was
Kate.
Kate when
That's
she
what I'm
was
getting from
told
you
to.
guys right now.
Bless
when
her
she
heart.
was told to ask out the the passenger.
She'd be a wet mess.
That's what I'm getting
I'm a
from
wet
you guys
mess.
right now.
I'm a
We're a wet
mess.
mess.
A wet, messy cave.
Yeah, it is. It's very messy in here and sopping wet.
Sopping wet. I can't wait.
It's very moist.
Kate, how do we think that this is going to affect her? Where do we think Kate's going to go in life?
I think she might have a nervous breakdown.
I think she's gonna try harder.
I think she'll try
I think
harder,
she's gonna
and then I think she'll
overcompensate.
fail.
She's gonna overcompensate, have sex with someone on the plane, get caught, and get fired.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I see
love
that.
one.
I see
Thanks.
I think she's going to gain some thick skin.
I think that she's going to fail in some way. Something's going to happen that's going to...
Well, that would be losing her job.
Yeah,
Yep.
losing her job.
We said it. That's here first. The AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Screwing.
AfterBuzz TV
There it
exclusive.
is. There it is. Right.
There she goes.
That's what's happening, and if it doesn't, we're gonna be so upset. All
I
right.
know.
What's gonna go on with Max and Tara in this whole?
I feel like the mother is going to come in to their relationship in some way.
Here's my prediction. with
Which
the
mother?
I don't know. One or both?
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think his. I think his
very
mother's
vague.
put to.
It's very
Can you
vague. Which
please
mother?
not be
I don't
vague?
know. One of them.
I'd be a great politician.
You
Don't
would be a
be
great
vague in the
politician.
prediction area.
No.
I think the mother's definitely going to be around. Reason being, Neil is leaving. Charmaine's going to be alone.
Right. They need another.
Charmaine needs
level-headed
somebody
person.
to take care of this child. So I kind of do think that the mother will be around. So as far as interfering with the relationship, please don't be vague. Dig. Be creative with it. What do you think? Where do you think this could go? Callers, you can call in at 424-256-1729. Give us a freaking prediction, please.
Predictions. I don't think that the mother... I think that the mother likes Max. I don't think that'll be a problem, but I think she'll cause a lot of strain.
Tension, if
Yeah,
you will.
on the marriage. You know, and I think that she probably will force out maybe another altar, or maybe just we'll see more of the altars because of the mom's presence.
Well, we do see Hatteras asking Tara about...
Asking Buck.
Asking Buck, that's correct. Asking Buck, excuse me, thank you. About the comment that she made at the end of their session was, "You will not win." And he asks her, "Who isn't going to win, me or you?"
Yeah. So what do you think?
I think it's... I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass.
You will not win. Well, it's interesting the way he posed that, because like if she's saying you will not win and it's about her, that means that it's definitely one of the altars talking.
Right.
And telling Tara.
Telling Tara that she isn't going to win.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
Which
where
is
we're
really
going.
creepy.
It is really creepy, but I think it's one of the altars talking to Hatteras.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
which altar would you feel?
I don't know who
I
that
think it's
altar
Alice.
was. Do you think it was
No.
Alice?
I think
That
it
was too
Alice.
deep of a
I
voice for
know.
Alice.
I know.
It didn't seem
but
like Buck. It didn't seem... It's funny because I think you might be right about a new altar.
It sounded very satanic.
It did. It
sounded
didn't even
crazy.
sound like Tara. Like
Yeah.
any of her.
I was actually confused that it was Tara speaking.
I was as
Came
well.
out of her.
Yeah.
But let's also remember, Buck is searching for somebody, and we have no idea who and
Oh,
why
yeah.
Buck is searching for this person.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have so many stories
I know.
untold.
Untold tales.
so many
of
loose
Tara.
ends.
I can't take it anymore.
No pun intended.
All right, so before we head out, any final predictions? Any?
Okay.
Oh, wait a
What do we
minute.
got?
There's going to be a baby
Wow.
shower next week.
Oh,
Oh,
baby
that's
shower.
right.
That's right.
And Tara smashes a beer bottle outside of the baby shower.
Oof.
Or does she?
Is
I mean,
it
like,
Buck?
is it someone else?
Is it
Tara's
T?
Body.
Yeah,
Well,
I
smash and
it
stab
seems
someone
like-
with it.
yeah. It seems like next week they're gonna make up for the fact that Charmaine didn't get her baby shower, so now she's getting
Yeah.
a belated baby shower. Looks like Tara's gonna freak the hell out.
I think it's her mother being around. I think it's just her mother affects her
Part of that
in a
tension.
negative way.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
I mean, as anyone's...
Do you
everyone's...
want to talk about something?
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't get into it. It's so
Mommy.
much. I have mommy issues.
Mommy.
Clearly. But everyone's mother gets under their skin just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even if they're like the sweetest woman alive. I mean,
Even if they're besties.
yeah. So, we'll see next week.
Next week,
Very
guys.
excited. Next week, guys, we will be on video.
You'll be able to see us.
We'll be at an earlier time. You can catch us at 6:30. So check us out. Thank y'all for joining us.
Bye, guys.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.